Kilgrave. But we got Kilgrave this time, but he escaped again. And it's like
it's that whole little, like, 2-episode issue.
Where he was in the tank thing? The hyperbolic chamber, wherever the hell
No, that could have been shortened, but I'm talking like, the We Got Kilgrave thing. That was like 2 episodes worth of material of them just bitching about getting mind controlled. And then they did nothing about it.
Yeah.
They had a support
group. Maybe start with her being in his possession.
That would have been cool.
Wasn't that kind of how it started, though? Because she punched that woman and killed her?
No, I mean, there was all flashbacks.
Was Reva, by the way. The woman she killed is Luke Cage's wife.
Luke Cage's wife.
Which is why she's not in the show, because Luke Cage is in a prequel. It
had been a prequel. I thought it was a prequel in that he was in Harlem before he went to the bar in...
To Hell's Kitchen? He was in Hell's Kitchen, then he left.
Okay.
Because his bar got blown up or whatever.
Yeah. Well, because he makes it seem like he had just got out of prison working at Pops.
I didn't get that vibe.
Well, no, like Pops says that,
but Pops knew that he was in prison, because Luke had shared that information with him. Yeah. Whenever he was trying to get a job.
Yeah.
Because he needed to get paid, but
no one was.
He needed to hide. He needed to hide.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't get the impression that was the story. Yes, he was in prison, but he still had to hide. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I gotta wonder though. So far, why in the hell did Shades not recognize him?
Because of the hair.
That's true. He did have.
He had the big afro.
Hair. Yeah, the afro and a beard.
Yeah. I love that everybody. Why aren't you cutting your hair? Because I don't want to. Was basically what he said. He's just, I don't want to, and like nobody questions it after that. But it just gets crazy, and then he finally cuts it.
I think that's just like a way to show. Break. Well, not just that, but it's like you get treated like an animal for so long until you start kind of thinking.
Well, he's working. He's using the fighting to.
Yeah, like an animal.
Yeah,
like cockfighting or dogfighting
to maintain his status in prison,
so no one messes with him.
Well, he's doing it to protect Squabbles.
Yeah, well, let's see how well that worked.
Well, yeah, and then he. But I think, at least I kind of took away a little bit from it. I mean, he was doing it to protect people, and he went animalistic with it. But, excuse me, I think he was doing it as a way to understand the guards. Because if you watch, every time he finishes a fight, he looks at the guards and sees what they're doing. So he's watching the guards. It's almost like he's looking for a way to, I don't know, blackmail them or escape them or something. I don't know. But
just finish watching it. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, all that stuff gets answered.
What's the head guard? Rackham? Is that his name? The head guard?
I don't remember.
All I know is that I know he was the one who he sabotaged the tank, and that's why Luke got superpowers. Which I liked the origin story with that.
It wasn't really sabotage, was it so much as
he was trying to kill him.
Fight, and then he tried to kill him by turning up the heat and all that stuff.
He turned the acid up and everything.
Little did he know that's what caused him to get super strong.
Right.
Skin. And then they had to recreate that experiment.
Yeah,
after he gets shot
crazy
with the
Judas bullet.
Oh, that was
that entire the end of that episode and the beginning of the next episode, whenever that comes to a completion, was so intense. For me, I was nervous, like physically nervous.
Like I mean, obviously he wasn't gonna die or anything, but I was still like on the edge of my seat, like what's gonna happen to him?
Yeah, because the Doctor had an opportunity right there to just destroy what he had created.
Oh yeah.
You know,
but without Claire there to keep that Doctor in check, I don't even know what would happen.
So is Claire Agent Coulson or Nick Fury for Netflix?
I would say Nick Fury. She's the one who brings them together.
Yeah, I would say that.
I was really disappointed at the end of Jessica Jones after she was arrested for killing a guy, Kilgrave, that Matt Murdock didn't walk in and he's like, hey, I hear you need a lawyer.
Same thing in Luke Cage. I know a great lawyer. And he's like, no. And then he just takes off with the FBI guys.
Right. Like, when are they... They have to interact a little bit before you make the Defenders. It's not just going to be... Well, I mean, I'm sure that the first, 2 episodes of the...
You know what the Defenders is going to be? It's going to be 11 episodes of them doing individual stuff, and then the last 2 episodes are going to come together, and that's going to be
Well, I'm wondering if Iron Fist, there will be episodes in Iron Fist that maybe address...
I hope not. Iron Fist deserves his own show. 13 episodes, let it be. Period.
I mean, everyone else got their 13
right.
episodes.
I also think it's funny that Marvel is using the exact same fucking pattern for Netflix that they used for MCU.
It works.
4 standalone things with individual characters.
And then
the difference is that in 13 hours, you can avoid all the mistakes that the MCU makes.
True.
Like
you can fill the plot holes,
the unanswered questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will Daredevil go the way of Iron Man though?
And
if they do a season
Netflix,
3, will it be?
They're going to do a season 3.
They're not getting strongholded on Netflix. Like they have a lot more free reign.
Yes, absolutely.
Than the Disney MCU stuff.
Because the Disney MCU stuff is all aimed at tweeners. They're between 10 and like 14 years old.
Not only that, but they have to. But these.
And I know I pissed a lot of people off just by saying that, but that's what it is. It's cookie cutter, easy to digest stuff. That's what the MCU is. Period. They haven't hit a hard issue topic since Edward Norton's Hulk.
What topic was that?
Just about the humanity of being and trying to keep his heart rate down and trying to, maintain his life and hide what he is. Mm-hmm. And ever since that, it's been all bubblegum and explosions. And I stand corrected because Captain America's First Avenger is my favorite
Nazism.
MCU movie. But, they waste Red Skull.
Yeah.
But
I would give anything for Hugo Weaving to come back as Red Skull. I honestly would.
Well, and they tried to... It didn't really pan out the way that a lot of people wanted it to, but like Civil War, that would have been a great opportunity to discuss like what is it to be good, what is it to be bad, and because it wasn't that one of the things. Because Tony even said he's like, if we don't accept restrictions, we're no better than the bad guys.
And then it's just Captain America on the run.
Yeah.
And Sarah, your mom's name's Sarah. You used to put
newspaper
in your shoes.
I believe him. What?
What?
That's why Anthony
Bucky.
Mackie is one of my favorites in the
That's
MCU,
Bucky.
though.
We're good.
Falcon, actually, for a character that I didn't really know a lot about, Anthony Mackie makes me like the character.
Yeah.
Well, I think that'll wrap up our Marvel talk.
Yeah, let's just switch gears for a minute.
And now we're going to switch over to the other side, the dark side. DC.
The dark side, no, the bubblegum side of DC.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're watching Arrow.
Of course, we're talking about CW TV shows.
Because that's the only...
Arrowverse, or what are they? Yeah, it's
Arrowverse.
the Arrowverse.
Flaro. They call it
Flaro, yeah. Flaroverse. Because we love acronyms.
They changed it now?
Yeah, it's just Flaroverse now.
Yeah.
What?
Which is your Arrow, Flash...
Supergirl now.
Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Vixen, and Constantine now on the CWC.
We're not going to talk about those. We're like...
they're literally...
They're animated shorts. No one cares. Which is a bummer because I do like Vixen. But
I think Constantine will appear on Legends, though.
Possibly.
Well, they're doing the Spear of Destiny, and that is a mystical artifact.
Yeah.
And that's what Constantine dabbles in.
Constantine might show up.
They're doing Spear of Destiny for real?
Yeah.
I would actually enjoy it if Constantine became kind of like a...
reoccurring person on Legends.
Or just
at least
like
to
a
use
main
them.
character.
Well... Yeah, because the show Constantine
because that's like the one
good.
That's like the one element they don't really have in their team is someone who knows about mystical artifacts and magic.
No, well, there's another CW show supposed to come out later this year, like a live action. They hinted at it on
of Constantine.
No, just another CW live action show, and they've not announced who it is.
Well, didn't you say they like Black Lightning? They sold a script for Black Lightning.
Yeah, Fox.
Fox.
Oh, Fox did.
Yeah, and they said that's not going to have anything to do with it until it gets terrible reviews on Fox and then goes to the CW.
Which literally...
Supergirl.
But that didn't get terrible
CBS, I'm sorry.
No, well, yeah, but it was... You know what I'm saying. Yeah. Mainstream TV to
like Supergirl,
CW shit.
Supergirl is the best one.
You'll get a lot of people that argue with you with that, but...
That's fine, but they're wrong.
Yeah.
People are allowed opinions, Kaylin.
They're allowed their opinions, but
they're wrong opinions.
I'm just saying, like, Supergirl is... Like, this, it's funny because you were so against watching Supergirl at first, James, because you said she looked like some poppy cheerleader.
She does kind of look like a cheerleader.
I'm
not going to deny that.
But you were so proven wrong actually watching the show.
I watched the show and I love it.
And that is what's so funny is that you have this, you have...
I'm not alone. I am everybody that is listening right now. I mean, let's be honest with that.
What?
That most people that aren't watching that show are not watching that show for that reason.
Well, then that's a stupid reason because she's a lot more determined, a lot stronger, a lot more sure of herself than she is Flash or Green Arrow. Those guys are just... Oh, come on. Every season of Flash we get, I'm not good enough.
No.
I'm not fast enough.
I'm not arguing with you about the Flash comment. I'm arguing about the Arrow comment.
Okay.
Because the Arrow is completely confident and too confident.
Well, maybe now.
I think from the word go he was. Until Tommy died out in season 1.
Who's Tommy?
Exactly.
Tommy Merlin.
That just shows... I've tried watching Arrow at least 3 times, and I just found it to be so boring.
Season 1 is good. Season 2 is phenomenal. Season 3 gets like ridiculously
phenomenal. Word count 1.
Oh my god!
I even made a comment about that on when I posted that comment on Facebook. I was like, "Say it with me now."
Phenomenal, but yeah. And then of course they butchered Deathstroke's origin, but
I still like Manu Bennett as Deathstroke though. He's not.
Yeah, he's Australian. That makes sense.
I don't care. I like character. I
love the character too.
He has everything Deathstroke.
But that doesn't make it right.
I think he just doesn't like Australians.
I hate especially Australian women. Oh no, I love Australian women, man.
Oh my god,
man.
Margot Robbie is an Australian woman. Or is she New Zealand?
Oh, who cares?
No, she's Australian.
Okay.
I was thinking Robbie.
About our dear friend Joe.
No. Let's not think about Joe.
Anyways, so Arrow, they all have their flaws. I mean, they do. Every show, every movie has its own flaws.
The only time Supergirl developed flaws was when she moved over to the CW.
And then they made Jimmy Olsen a freaking Supergirl.
Oh. Guardian!
That was a bad...
Well,
and Pat Grant can't be in it the whole time now because CW can't afford her.
Yep. Well, I heard that Red Tornado was pretty big.
Oh, Red Tornado was garbage.
Yeah, the way they made him look was bad.
That was Power Rangers worthy.
Oh, I bet.
It was terrible.
I know it was because I've seen set photos and I was like, that's bad.
Oh, it's bad.
Well, I think they used the same actor, like the guy who played Tio Morrow. Oh, they dressed him up as Red Tornado from what I...
Which is fine because he's based off Tio Morrow.
Who's Tio Morrow?
He's the guy who built
Red Tornado and Amazo.
Okay.
No, that was Ivo.
Was that Ivo? I thought that was Tio Morrow.
No, there's Tio Morrow who did Red Tornado, and then there's Professor Ivo who did...
Amazo.
Yes.
Actually, Ivo was in Arrow Season 2.
Was he? Was it just like one episode thing?
No, he was the doctor that was hunting them on the island for the Mirakuru.
Oh, okay.
That was Dr. Ivo.
But again, I didn't watch all of Arrow.
Season 3, I'm still trying to power through.
You're not caught up?
I know
bet you're caught up on Flash, aren't you?
I'm not caught up on any of them. I know what happens in Season 4. I'm not caught up on Season 5. Is that still really good, James?
Season 5 is awesome.
So they kind of found their footing again.
Yeah, well, they got away from Olicity. Olicity.
You say Olicity?
Olicity. Oliver and Felicity.
Oh my god, use the ship name.
Oh my god. Dude,
That's literally all it's been about for a while. Well, the main romance.
Well, my thing about Arrow, man, is... And I've watched every episode of Arrow, and I've watched every episode of Flash, and I've watched 90% of all the episodes of Supergirl because I didn't get all the way through Season 1, and then Season 2 started. And so then I just picked up with Season 2. But I knew what happened. I mean, I knew that Martian Manhunter showed up and all that stuff, and I've watched every episode of Legends.
And see, that's why Supergirl also takes the cake, because Martian Manhunter is one of the coolest DC heroes.
Oh, he's amazing.
And he's so underplayed.
Oh.
It's upsetting. Like, even in New 52 and Rebirth, like, nothing.
They replaced him with Cyborg.
Well, it's...
Yeah, I don't know why, though.
My understanding that he's one of the few heroes who Superman, like, legitimately is like, yeah, no, he's a badass.
Well, yeah.
Superman's considered the strongest DC hero.
But Martian Manhunter is a very close second.
Well, yeah, he considers Martian Manhunter to be his equal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And he should be.
Well, yeah, I mean, John Jones is a badass.
But Arrow, besides the little issues that I have about Deathstroke's origin or Black Canary...
They butchered Black Canary.
Cassidy is...
This is their second go at Black Canary, and
she's
butchered
not even
her again.
Well, she's not Black Canary. She's the Earth 2 one, Black Siren.
What?
Well, she showed back up in Season 5.
Yeah, and she's Earth 2.
I read
an article, which is...
Don't care.
Still Black Canary.
Don't care. As soon as I saw her turn around at the like the Christmas finale or whatever, and I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Get her out of here.
Oh, Katie Cassidy. She's beautiful. Beautiful girl. But she is not Canary. Period. Never will be. And I was I'm one of the very few that was so happy when they killed her off, because she was murdering that character every time she put on the mask.